Love and greetings to you. I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. The topic here is a very interesting one. It indicates that you're having some serious problems. And the question is, why do married couples grow apart? And this is specifically for women. Another one is going to be there for men, but this one is for you. Men and women are not the same. The solutions to the exact same sense of what's wrong with our marriage is not going to be the same. And so I'm addressing you as a woman because I recognize that as a woman, you will literally have a deeper understanding of the ideas that I share. We don't come from a Western psychological perspective. We're not hokey pokey. I used to be a divorce mediator 23 years ago. I used to help people separate the kids, separate their assets, and then a young couple asked me to help them save their marriage. Because I was a communications expert, they thought, yeah, that'll work, and I thought, yeah, that'll work. But it didn't. It didn't work, because when I started to think about how do I help them, I don't make light of this. Your marriage is very important, and their marriage was very important. So I had to understand marriage, and I realized I didn't. I asked my psychologist friends about marriage, and their answers were useless, quite frankly. Great people, poorly trained, because we don't learn about marriage in this world the way marriage is. What is marriage? You say your marriage is drifting apart. I understand that. My first marriage drifted apart. The people who I met, their marriages drifted apart. The people who come to us, who take the course, whether it's for men or for women, their marriage is drifting apart. They don't feel the connection. What happened? Well, I don't blame you as the wife. I don't blame your husband. And I don't blame chance or just the way it goes. No, there is a definite reason. And here it is. You might even want to write this down. I don't feel connected to my husband anymore, use his name, because I haven't driven myself towards being connected with him. You see, we are pulled in so many directions in the world that we forget even to behave the way we did when we were dating. When you dated your husband, you smiled all the time. You never argued with him. You never criticized him. On the contrary, you were very supportive. You laughed at all of his stupid jokes, didn't you? You were like the babe in his arms. You were queen for the day. And then what happened is you started to get used to him. And little by little, you stopped being his princess. And you started reverting back to the kind of behavior you had with maybe your sister or your brother, someone who you're used to, and you didn't treat him anymore like your soulmate. And you've become cellmates. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So what do you do now? Well, some women try just doing it on their own. They go back to those behaviors. It's a good idea to do that. Don't not do that. Do that. Go back to those behaviors, and also add to that, start making yourself feel more and more love and devotion towards him. Be more sexual with him, but not sexual like a prostitute or something. Sexual like his only lover, who's just there to make him feel like he's your king. You wanted to do that from the beginning and you stopped. But what you really need to do, because we sell a lot of courses to women, a lot of courses to men. Now we're starting to sell courses to become a TMF marriage counselor. You may want to look at that too. And so what happens is women hear these videos, they get inspired. Men too, they get inspired. And you try this stuff that I share with you, and it works. Oh my God, this works. This guy is great. You know, hey, have you heard about Paul Friedman at the Marriage Foundation? His videos are awesome, blah, blah, blah. But then over time, you start reverting back to the old behaviors. And so what we have in the course that changes everything is I have this technique called the SEW technique, S-E-W, and it gives you power over your mind and over your heart. It's like having a screwdriver for a screw. The screw can't screw in all the way without a screwdriver. You need a tool, and you need a tool to control your mind, and this is like such an elegant tool. Well, there's a lot of other techniques and methods too built into the course, but that is, the best for sure. It's what separates us from everyone else. Also, we're very positive about marriage. Your marriage is not supposed to be up and down. Life's challenges are up and down, but you're supposed to do that together with your husband. Enjoy your lives. Have that connection. You should be literally floating in bliss. They call it marital bliss. It's real. You should be floating in that for the rest of your lives. It's so beautiful when you know how to be married. So go to the website anyway. There's a free download, the top 10 do's and don'ts for marriage. You want to get that, and you'll be put on our mailing list, but we won't hound you or anything. And see what we have to offer, because we really are changing everything about marriage. Our approach is not Western psychological. Our marriage counselors are not Western psychology. Well, a bunch of them are, but we are all about marriage and doing it correctly. We're here for you. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. God bless you, and hope to see you again. Take care.